Well, well, well. Hello there, Lee. How are you doing this
Oh,
fine
oh my,
Wednesday?
oh my goodness, we're here again.
I
Yes,
know.
it is weird news time.
But of course, as is the traditional thing when we start weird news, is this real or fake?
If this is not fake, I'm very scared.
Now, I'm not asking you whether or not the monster is real, because obviously there could easily be a puppet. I'm asking whether the picture
Yeah.
is real, the photo.
I think the picture is AI.
You think the picture is AI?
Yes.
What gives it away?
The door looks a bit weird. The plug sockets are kind of just a horrible blurry mess. There's like crap up weird artifacting all over the carpet. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
that's
doesn't
fair.
look
The
real.
artifacting is correct. The safety thing, it does kind of look more puppet-esque though, but you are correct, it is fake.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that was real, I would be I would be very annoyed at myself.
You see, you're slowly getting better. You just need to be more like April. April can see
Yeah,
the AI.
yeah, just getting better at identifying it.
You know what? You know who else needs to be better at noticing AI?
Probably everyone, to be honest with you, because it's going
Yes,
to become a real problem.
yes, the general public. Because have you been hearing about the news story that's been making the rounds about Willy Wonka?
Uh, it's the unknown.
It's the Willy Wonka experience.
Amazing.
You see,
This is like the
embarrassed.
most
Oh,
weird news event in the world.
it's great. So, embarrassed actress hired to play the Oompa Loompa at Willy Wonka's scam event because it is a scam.
Uh,
They were given AI generated scripts, pound shop costumes, and they ran out of sweets to give the children.
oh my god.
So,
Apparently they were giving like people like one jelly bean and stuff.
yes, exactly. Just like Willy
Yeah,
Wonka, because he's a
of course.
capitalist.
Yeah, dirty, dirty capitalist.
Yes, as you can see, oh, look at that. Look how realistic that is.
Mm.
Wow,
Yes,
we.
wow. Amazing. But this is like obviously this is what we're sort of hearing about it, but it's gonna become a huge problem.
Oh, of course. Like the fact
Yeah,
that. But the fact that they're seeing pictures like this, clearly AI generated, and they think that it's going to be hot shit.
yeah. I mean, probably not obviously AI generated if you don't know what you're looking for, but like,
And yeah, flanked by two bouncers. The event
oh well.
company's director were recording attempted to control the furious crowd. Literally,
Oh my.
she looks like she's in a meth lab.
She does, yeah, the Willy Wonka's meth lab.
Hey kids, wanna buy some chocolate? Fuck.
Oh, so this guy's got priors for this then.
Yeah. 35
£35 a
pound a
ticket, man.
ticket.
That's wild.
Oh, but look at that. Look at those stairs, eh? That's the chocolate river,
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, I mean, the sad thing is that like if they put a bit more effort into it, it probably would have actually been half decent.
I mean, they have a.
Like,
The thing is, they have a good space. All they needed to
yeah,
do
it's
was build the rest of it. Look at
exactly
how
because
much
it's like a sort.
space they're missing.
I know it's sort of like a halfway competent setup almost. Like if that actually put some like, see, look at that. That looks pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say it looks good, but it
No,
looks
it's
like
not.
they put a bit of effort
It's
into that.
certainly not good. However, they do have actual set pieces.
Yeah, exactly. They've got a base here. Like, you know what I mean? If they just
Yeah.
kind of put some effort in.
All they need to do was add a fuck ton more.
Exactly.
Oh goodness. Now, Lee, what happens
Yes.
if do you know what IVF is?
I do.
Okay. Now, why would someone be opposed to that in the American Congress?
Also IBS.
IVF.
Oh, IVF. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the audio's a bit not great. I was about to say it's like yeah. I
Yeah,
can think
why
of a
would
lot of
someone be
reasons why.
opposed to
But,
their IBS?
yeah, IVF. It's going to be some weird mental Christian thing, isn't it?
Not far off. The answer is that because it will lead to human-animal hybrids.
Of course. Yeah. Absolutely.
You see, that's
Like,
where the furries are. You see, they're
yeah,
the
of course.
start of the human animal hybrids.
Of course, because this is just where American politics is now, isn't it? It's
Yes.
just like we're banning IVF because you might be like half man, half dog or something.
Yeah, I know that. I noticed that you're half kangaroo. Kangaroos aren't native to America. Unfortunately, we have to deport you.
Honestly, though, could you imagine like getting into martial arts though if you were part kangaroo?
Oh my god!
Like
The ultimate
just to like
kickboxer.
destroying the competition. I'm just
It
imagining
might
all
be one
like
of those things where it's just like I am part kangaroo, but I didn't let that define me. I wanted to be a boxer, a normal boxer.
I'm just imagining I'm just sort of like imagining the hybrid Olympics or something where you've just got like a bunch of different people who are like like half human, half animal, just like doing different events.
Like honestly, I'm just waiting. Hybrid Olympics just is the next iteration of the like dope Olympics.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Just
I
like
would watch the dope Olympics.
You've got the 100-meter dash and everybody's just half man, half greyhound.
Oh god. Just put a rabbit on the track.
Yeah.
Now, a whale.
Yes.
Have they ever been recorded having sex?
Probably.
Only now they have.
Only now.
Yeah, no one knew how they had sex. Because they were quite elusive for being as big as they are. However, gay, lesbian, and intersex whales, or queer sea, has much to tell us. This is the first documented sex between two whales, and they're both male.
Putting the hump into humpback.
Yeah. The top one is literally blowing out his humpback.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is the first time that these creatures have been seen and documented, and they're just like, the sea is gay.
Of course it is. It's the deep ocean. There's plenty of stuff in there we don't know about. Of course, there's gay whales down there.
No one knows loads about the sea. Like, we know more about space than we do about the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a weird, scary thought.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the only animal story we have today. Now, this is a sad story. However, it's also, when I saw the picture, I was like, oh my god, it's adorable. Look at that. Isn't that adorable?
That is very adorable, but I doubt it's going to be a... Yeah.
Red panda found in luggage at Bangkok airport. It seems that they were transporting red pandas and a dozen of other animals, including snakes, parrots, a monitor lizard, were among 87 animals seized.
How do people think they're gonna get away with this?
I assume they just assume the animals are going to be really chill with the whole ordeal.
Yeah, they're not going to be fighting to get out or anything.
Yeah, or whining, moaning, crying, anything. They're just going to be real chill. Just not give a shit.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Oh, goodness. But now, this may be... How are you with frogs? I feel like April would really like frogs.
I do. I like frogs, though. They're kind of cute in their own way, aren't they?
Well, this is the smallest frog. Frogs smaller than a human fingernail may be the world's smallest vertebrate.
Oh my god, look at it. It's so cute.
It's so tiny.
It's absolutely adorable. There's that a euro it's sitting on there.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's so tiny. It's a flea frog. Oh god, that's adorable.
I don't know how, it's weird when you see something like this and being as small as it is. I'm just like, how does it survive?
It probably gets quite good at hiding, I'd imagine.
Well, yeah, no, you're probably right.
If you're that small, yeah. That's fully grown.
Yep,
Wow.
tiny as shit. Now, have you heard of the phrase "let them eat cake"?
I have. It was Marie Antoinette, wasn't
You
it?
are
Who said that?
correct. It was
Yeah.
attributed to Mary Antoinette. I don't believe it is
Mhm.
fully correct. But yes, it was attributed to Mary Antoinette. And why was it a
Mhm.
controversial
Well, it was
phrase?
someone told her it was during the French Revolution the peasants are starving, and the response was let them eat cake, wasn't it?
Yes, that is correct. Now,
Yeah.
in the modern day, we've got
hmm
capitalists, but there's still
hmm
poverty. Now,
Yes,
can you
very
tell
much,
me
and it's mostly their fault.
a cereal brand that is probably pretty up there, one of the biggest?
Uh, Cornflakes is the
Yes,
one that
it's
like immediately
Kellogg's.
sort of springs to mind. Yeah.
Yes. And it is Kellogg's because let them eat flakes. Kellogg's CEO tells poor families they should consider eating cereal for dinner.
Now I wonder why the CEO of Kellogg's would want people to eat more cereal.
Also, most people are eating cereal for dinner if they're
A
impoverished.
lot, a lot of people are doing it. I mean, to be honest, like Kellogg's isn't even that cheap either. Let's be
It's
perfectly
not.
honest. Like
It
it's
not only is it not cheap, but also like how much nutrition is in there, especially since the ones they're marketing to say, "Oh,
yeah,
eat this." They're going with frosted flakes and Fruit Loops.
yeah, like the most sugary, addictive ones. Yeah.
So it's not the best look for them.
No, not really. No.
Oh, goodness. But over in the teaching world,
Of
a
course.
British Columbia teacher has been suspended. Now, if I told you they were suspended for having the children hit each other, would you say that's a fair assessment?
I would say that that person should not only be suspended but like fired out of a cannon.
Okay, now let's see if you could you'll be willing to just suspend them if you hear this. A British Columbia teacher suspended after allowing students to hit each other with pool noodles.
Okay, that's less bad.
Yeah, apparently it created an unsafe environment. So they're like, well,
That's like okay, right? That's like barely even. That's like barely even play fighting, isn't it?
yeah, they just said
Like,
he also allowed students to play hockey with pool noodles instead of hockey sticks.
surely that's safer though,
Yeah,
because like you
it
could
is.
because
Also,
like it would
that would be
like a hockey
fine. It'd
stick
be
to the face
fun.
is
Uh, like
like a hockey
a pool noodle isn't deadly.
like a hockey stick to the face is going to hurt a lot more than a pool noodle.
Yeah, but he was suspended. I guess that's the minimum they could do because he didn't really do a great deal. I'm not condoning what he did, but it's
No,
still just a
yeah,
pool noodle.
it's probably still something you maybe shouldn't be encouraging, like people like
Yes.
hitting like your students hitting each other.
Yeah.
But come on,
Oh,
like it's
goodness.
a pool noodle.
They are weapons of mass destruction after all.
Yeah.
Now, do you know about insider trading?
Yes, that's when somebody like uses like inside knowledge of what's going to happen at a company to either like buy or sell shares to make a profit.
Okay, now, if let's say April worked at a really, really rich company
Yep.
and you could hear her working through the wall,
Yeah.
and you heard that they were going to buy up another company, and then you bought
hmm
stock in your wife's company, is that insider
hmm
trading if you just overheard it?
That is 100% insider trading. Yes.
Really
That's like one of
interesting.
that's one of the definitions of insider trading. Yeah.
But even if they just overheard it and they had nothing to do with the
Yes.
conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
that's what happened because BP worker's husband is guilty of illegal trading after overhearing remote work calls.
Yeah, like 100%. Like those calls would be like confidential
Yeah, I
as
mean,
well.
like, but like, if he was like that close, it's like one of those things. It's like, well, I don't know. I wasn't sure if it was like still technically insider trading. It's like, what if someone walks by the window?
No, it absolutely because it includes like spouses as well.
Ah,
So
includes spouses as well. Okay.
it would be the equivalent of her basically telling them, "Look, this is going to happen, so you need to buy or sell shares."
Nah, that's fair.
They would basically see it sort of the same way. Yeah.
That's fair. Now, Lee, you said you were having audio issues.
Yes.
Now, I think these audio issues, well, because it's a rare disease, are a bit worse. Because there is a rare disease that renders the mothers unable to bear the sound of her children's laughter.
Oh. Okay. So that's like I'm assuming that's some kind of. I mean, I'm assuming the headline's like kind of hyperbole, and it's not just the laughter. It's like
Yeah,
just any kind
it's
of
pretty
high pitched
much like
sort of.
it's
Yeah.
general everyday noise, so children's laughter, her friends' voices, even music. It causes paralyzing pain.
Oh God, that's horrendous. Like I couldn't live like that.
Like if that's the
No.
case, it's just like, well, either like if there's no way to fix it, just deaf is the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, you well, like some very good earplugs, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think that's what they've
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Now, would you impersonate a military or police figure to help someone cheat
Cheating what?
an exam?
No. That sounds ridiculous.
Well, a man has impersonated a police officer to help his sister cheat on an exam.
How though? Like how does
Exactly.
that help? So it's
Uh,
like, does he like arrest every other student in the exam hall or something? No. It's like, is that how that works? So
no, he just entered as a police officer and passed her a cheat sheet.
right.
I guess the police can just do what they want a little more.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
he
clear.
apparently thought he'd figured this shit out. Because he got his hands on a realistic police uniform. He planned to infiltrate the exam center under the pretext of supervising the students.
Why would a police officer be supervising the students in an
Yeah,
exam?
also, why would they just be like, yeah, sure, that's cool, random police officer, or
It'd be
random
better
dude
off
in a
like this.
police officer uniform, come on in and watch the children.
You'd be better off like disguising himself as like a teacher or something.
Exactly, but like even then, if none of the other faculty know who the fuck he is, it's just like, excuse me, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, like I don't understand the logic. Like, how would you think this would work?
Well, apparently he managed to enter the school with ease and was getting ready to carry out his plan when a real police inspector and his team arrived to deal with security during the important exam.
Oh, okay. Well, that kind of makes more sense. What, so police just kind of deal with security with exams in India, right? That makes more
Yeah.
sense now. It's
Upon
still a
seeing
bit
them, the
strange, but
fake
that makes
policeman
more sense.
attempted to salute his colleagues.
But the awkward gesture immediately raises suspicion. He's like, you didn't. I don't know, that's not a real police salute.
I love how it was just like, all right, my liver. Shit. Oh god, it's so stupid. I love his logic is bananas. I love that the police were just like, hmm.
Yeah. Well, it makes more sense now that I know like that apparently police supervise exams in India. That makes more sense now.
Yes.
Like,
They provide
but
security. They don't supervise.
yeah,
They just provide security.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't realize exams were so important.
It's so intense.
Yeah, very intense.
Maybe they just get violent.
That is true. But speaking of violent and intense, rock music.
Oh yeah.
Now, how would you be Mr. Steals Your Girl if you were in a rock band with your fellow rocker?
What? How would I sing it?
No, how would you steal someone else's girlfriend if you in as the right? There's a you have a member
If I
of a
was in a band
band,
with them,
yeah,
right?
and you want to steal his girl.
I'd do a sick guitar solo and impress her with it.
Sick guitar solo. You know, something relatively reasonable. Still bad because you shouldn't do it, but you know,
Yeah.
something normal.
I mean, you were asking us how we'd do it, not about like the moral
Exactly.
implications.
Now, this person went AWOL because rock band singer fired for allegedly dosing bandmate with estrogen to steal his girlfriend.
Oh no, I heard about this. I heard about this
Did
because
you know?
Yeah, because I listen to this kind of music,
I know
and
you
this
do.
news sort of, yeah, this news sort of came up in this scene. Just wow, that's obviously really really bad. But just good God, like how? Why did you think that would work? Like this is far more confusing than the police one.
It's just very bizarre. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Like, the fuck? Like, imagine being in like this band and like you're being like you're at least friends. I mean, you're at least like work colleagues. But if you are friends,
Yeah,
it's horrible.
yeah, that's evil, man. Like so, I mean, so the guy like actually started to like get changes from it then, so his
Yeah,
hormone levels are out of whack.
yeah.
Um,
Physical
yeah.
changes, stomach ulcers, weight loss, muscle fatigue, and notable mental changes.
That's crazy. That's so dangerous.
Of course it is. You're essentially like dosing someone with like a full on steroid.
Like, why do you even? How can you just like buy estrogen or
I
something?
I
Is
know
that
you
how
can.
that
Well, the
works?
thing is,
So,
I know you can get testosterone tablets, so possibly, but I have no
well,
idea.
you will be able to get estrogen because obviously HRT, but like, uh, is
I
it that
don't know. I
easily
guess I don't
available?
know
Like, it's
how readily available it is.
yeah.
Oh goodness. But would you say that a wedding is meant to be the bride's? You know, it's meant to be their day,
I would say it's meant to be a day for the couple.
not the wife of. We're not the parents, the mother-in-law, shall we say?
No, no, absolutely not. No.
Well, you see, a woman allegedly played thugs to ruin the bride's dress to stop her son's wedding.
Just why?
Yeah,
I mean,
just
clearly she
straight.
hates her, but just
Yeah, it's not great.
why? No, it's not. I mean, it would certainly be a win to remember.
True, true.
They should just kind of just go with it, or
It seems to. Yeah,
yeah. It's got to be said though. If this is what she's going to do with the wedding, imagine what she's going to be like for the rest of their lives.
yeah. They said that they should just elope and run away because if this is
Yeah,
just on the wedding, then you know the parents will seem to like go after them non-stop.
yeah.
Now, I believe April mentioned this story not too long ago, last week, in fact, because we covered
Mhm.
someone who was faking a disability.
Right. Okay.
But this is the story that she mentioned because a woman loses 820,000 in insurance injury claim and benefits because she won a Christmas tree throwing contest
Uh,
a year after her incident. Here she is.
Look at that man.
Yeah, can you see how
I
debilitated
can
she is?
see. I can see why this was a. Yeah, I can see why this. Like, you can't just. It's
Yeah.
just there in black and white.
Ah,
It's got a
there we go. Look at
certificate and
that.
everything.
Yeah, so she's apparently so debilitated that she required assistance. Um, yes, she seems now. Maybe my
I mean, talk
glasses are
about being
fogged
caught in
up,
four.
but she looks
I
pretty
mean,
alright.
yeah. I mean, talk about like being caught in 4K.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't have done her more dirty if they tried.
Also, I love that on her pants it says "I just can't."
Of course, yeah. I just can't
I just can't.
not
I
defend
can't.
people.
I can't win. It's just it's impossible. Now, in surgeries, we've covered this a lot, so we'll just skim over it because this seems to happen every other week or anytime we talk about surgery. Because man goes into hospital for gallbladder surgery, walks out with accidental vasectomy.
Buy one get one free.
How?
All right.
I just don't get it. I don't get how surgeons keep fucking this up.
I mean, presumably it's like somebody was meant to be in for the vasectomy and he was obviously meant to be in for the gallbladder removal and they just got the two mixed up. That's probably what's happened there.
Maybe, but it's not a good look for any hospital or medical personnel.
No, but that man is about to win a lot of money.
Now, I'm an actor,
Hmm.
but I'd like to see your opinion of this because there is a
Okay.
man, a professional actor, makes a living by playing a beggar for handouts.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's morally a bit dubious.
It's very weird and grey. I'm not sure about it.
I mean, is he actually homeless or like
Uh,
it? Like, has he?
no.
I mean, 9,000. He's making nearly 10 grand a month
Yes, plus food. Plus more
plus
food than
food.
he can hope to eat because, um, yeah,
Well, he's blown the bloody game now, though, hasn't he? Because he's got like a news article written about him.
yeah, yeah. I like how
And there's probably
I love in
yeah,
2013. It just didn't look like he gave a shit.
yeah. He sort of really kind of perfected the dishevelled kind of thing over the years. Yeah.
Yeah, he's happier than I am. I am the real beggar. One person wrote. I want to quit my job and go be a beggar. Someone else commented.
I've heard that you can make it like I mean obviously I don't know how true this is, but I have heard that like in the right places you can make a fair bit of money.
I mean, I guess,
Um
but it's also just like I don't know. It's definitely morally grey. I
it
personally
is
don't know how I feel about it.
it's certainly not good. No, I would say. I certainly
Like
wouldn't be doing it myself.
he mainly focuses on tourists,
Yeah. Well, that's no
which
surprise to be honest with
I
you.
know, but seeing it focuses on tourists means it's also sounding more like a scam. I mean, it is,
I
but
mean it. I mean it is a scam. Like it's a scam from the off because he's deceiving people. But yeah, it's not a surprise that he's targeting tourists.
not great. I don't know.
No,
However,
I don't like this. I mean,
while
I'm
in,
good. I mean, he's making a lot of money, but
I mean, there's another Chinese story,
okay.
and it's to do with makeup. Because this person, skills Chinese makeup artist, renders people unrecognizable.
Whoa, that's terrifying.
Yes.
I mean, the plot. I mean, maybe the plot twist here is that the one on the left is the one with the makeup on. That's the makeup.
Yes.
That's the makeup job. Makes that like young woman look like an old man. We're not gonna get TOS for this, are we?
No, you can just see some of the stuff she's done, but like it's just insane.
That's pretty incredible. It's they'll be like shaping the face and stuff as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
that's
just
wild.
turning one person into it's bananas.
Yeah, that's like a severe amount of time. I mean, is that the same person? Like,
Yes.
actually, it's that's so like because obviously the guy on the left's got like a little bit of a double chin going on, but you
Well,
can't.
yeah, but they're using skin tape.
Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah.
So they're using skin tape to kind of pull everything back. It's not like an infinite fix, but all you do is hide it with makeup and things.
To be honest, I didn't actually know about skin tape,
Yeah,
so that shows the extent of my
it's
makeup
it
knowledge.
essentially just like it's essentially what surgery does, but temporary, and it doesn't last long.
Mhm. That's as long as the
Um,
tape does, I guess.
but yes, now when pretty much at the end, I know
Mhm.
it's
It
been
was a short
only
one today.
30 minutes. I told you it'd be short, because there's bugger all this week. But the last story, and then I thought we'd cover this. Would you like to see the most dangerous road? There's a new most dangerous road.
A new one.
Yes, and I'd like to
Was it
see.
they built this road to be like 52% more dangerous than the
No,
last one.
it's just that more deaths have happened on this one. It's like I've now taken the spot. More shit's
Okay,
happened.
let's have a look then.
Now you're a driver, so
Yes.
I'd like you to tell me if you drive on this road. This is Babiurt of D915.
You know what? Yes. Yes, I would drive on that. I
You
think
want
that
to?
looks a lot.
You would be willing to drive on the death road?
I would be willing to drive on this road, yes. Like,
Okay.
this honestly looks like a lot of fun.
Well, now I thought, maybe this might not be scary enough. So, how about let's look at some of the other extremely deadly roads, and you can tell me, you know, whether or not you drive on these bad boys. So
Okay.
you got this part, border
All
between
right.
Italy and Switzerland, the Stelvio
Fairly sort
Pass.
of fairly sort of similar to the last one. Lots of twists and turns and stuff.
Yeah, I mean this one at least has guardrails
Yeah, I was going to say arguably this one's probably safer.
a little
I
bit,
mean,
but I wouldn't say much. Like just because it's
yeah, they're
all
not
downhill,
particularly.
like oh goodness.
Yeah, they're not particularly amazing looking guardrails.
I mean, to be fair, they're also like really small, so it's kind of like a one way. So
Yeah,
like cars will have to pass on the corners.
yeah.
Hairpin
Okay,
turns,
all right.
steep grade. This bad boy, Skipper's Canyon Road.
No, so it's not paved at all
Yes, it
either.
is unpaved,
See
no
that?
guardrails, narrow road, and a steep cliff.
See the unpaved ones. They're the scary ones because chances are what you've got there instead is gravel, and that
Yes.
is difficult to get a grip on.
So you would drive on the last one. What about this one? What about your gravel road in New Zealand, where
I would not drive on this one,
you
no.
won't drive on the extremely narrow, no guardrail death road?
Not this one, no. But I
Okay.
mean, some of them, but not this one.
Next, ring road,
Okay, the
Kabul
ring.
to Qatar.
Um,
Huge potholes and craters. Literally, you like a
yeah.
sinkhole.
I mean, I'd imagine probably the bigger threat here is being like like robbed or
Yes, there
attacked
are
somehow.
many bandits.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's the risk here. The road itself is probably not too bad, yeah, despite the potholes.
So would you drive on the danger road of banditry?
Uh, pro Probably not. No.
Okay, so we've got one for yes and two for no.
Yeah.
Butcher of the Extreme. The author
Oh, wow,
doesn't
that sounds
exactly
sick.
know where this road is located. It's just somewhere.
It's somewhere on Earth.
Yep, it's apparently a logging route which isn't paved. It's little more than an animal
Y
trail. That's it.
yeah. Again,
Would you
again, it's
like
this
your would you
again.
like this really vague road in the middle of possible nowhere?
Probably not. No, I mean, again, it's the sort of thing where if it's not like paved, you're gonna run into
Yeah.
problems, especially if it's raining. That's gonna like flood and it's gonna get like muddy and you're gonna get stuck.
This one.
Uh, no, no, no. We're not driving this one.
You don't want to drive on the Kotsuai Canyon Road. The depth of the canyon being 3,500 meters deep.
That road actually doesn't look wide enough for that
No, it
camper
doesn't.
van to get up.
So, are you sure you're not risky enough for this road?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless I was driving a very small car.
Oh God, it's not great.
No, yeah,
This
you're gonna want. Some...
it's literally just blind corners, rock falls, landslides, floodings, and earthquakes because it's
Yeah,
literally
sounds fun.
built into a mountain,
Sounds like
and
a
it's
fun time.
open into the mountain. So rain just washes in, and there's a river.
Yeah, again, that's gonna be one of those ones where it's like really tricky driving conditions in terms of like just the like obviously the rain and
I
things.
mean,
So
especially
probably
since
not.
there's
No.
no lights in it as well, and it's essentially a tunnel.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, I
So
don't think I would drive this one.
no, okay. So far we've got one, and one is technically being used as a racetrack, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ah, Cathedral Ridge in Pakistan.
Okay, this one looks interesting.
Uh huh.
Pakistan to China, 810 miles. Oh, okay, all right. I mean, it looks paved somewhat.
Somewhat, yep. The dangers are
Yeah,
landslides, falling rocks, floods, avalanches, cliffs, and more.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I imagine if you sort of check the weather conditions, beforehand and just
Yeah, I mean, they are going up
yeah,
in these kinds of things. Like, this
yeah.
thing looks
We'll,
pretty
we'll,
fucking heavy. Your car would be a lot lighter than this.
yeah, we'll call this one a maybe.
Possible.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. This shit.
Um, I'm seeing a lot of themes here.
Yes, like such as the bridge, the very thin bridge that you have to cross over.
Yeah. I would not. Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive anything too heavy over that for sure.
Yes, especially since there are blank corners, rockfalls, landslides, flooding, earthquakes, steep gradients, huge potholes, and muddy conditions during the monsoon.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where the weather's going to be against you.
Why the flying fuck would you cross that thing in the monsoon?
I mean, I'd imagine that it's probably you don't really have a choice in some cases.
Honestly. So far, we've got one.
Th-
Oh,
these
this.
these are all in like quite stunning locations. It's got to be said.
Yeah, I mean, they are. It's just obviously they've not invented guardrails in these places.
Do you know where it is? I would drive this one because it's not too long. I mean, it's not very wide either, but it's not very long. So, like, yeah, I would drive this one. Yeah,
It's 10 miles and it climbs 8,000 feet.
yeah. It will be like a
So
lot
it's
of
a
steep. It will be a
very
lot of steep
sharp,
sections.
very sharp uphill.
I would still do it. That's a
Okay,
yes. I would do that.
okay.
Yeah.
Now,
This one looks quite picturesque.
this one looks fucking amazing. I mean, to be fair, it's dangerous as shit. It's dangerous as sheer drops and hairpin turns. It's also called the
does look fun, though.
99 Bend Road to Heaven, which sounds amazing.
Yeah, because that's where you'll be going if you
Yeah,
try
that's
to
where you'll be
drive
going
properly.
if you miss one of the bends.
Yeah. You know what would be fun? Like to just like go, like stand on a skateboard at the top and like skate down that.
Honestly, I'd love to.
That'd be fun.
I'd love to do a marble run on this.
I would totally, yeah, I would
A
totally
marble
do this
run
one.
would
It's
be
even
great on
shorter.
this thing.
It's even shorter than the other one.
Yeah.
I'd totally drive that.
Jesus. This thing. The Pan American Highway, Alaska to Chile.
I mean, I imagine probably the people and whatnot is what makes this dangerous.
Yes, and the extreme. It's the cartels, in fact, and the wild animals.
Yeah, yeah, the distance as well. Obviously, it's quite significant. Obviously, it's going. You're essentially driving across like in the entirety of North America and a lot of South America as well.
And quite a lot of it is barren.
Yeah,
So do you think
exactly.
you'd drive this?
I mean, it's a long way to drive. I think it would be interesting. I think I would do it. Yeah.
Even with the cartels.
I don't know. Maybe can I like pay them off or something? I don't know.
You heard it here. Lee can take the cartel.
Sure, why not?
This lovely thing.
No, I would not.
What's wrong with this? What? Look, the dangers are only rock slides, mudslides, avalanches, cliffs, and hairpin turns. What's the issue?
Yeah, and it's only 1,300 miles long.
Yes. Look, are you saying that it looks like the road hasn't already given way and someone's just driving on the remains?
Yeah, that's very much not a road. They're just driving on like the
They're
side
driving
of the
on. They're driving on dirt that is conveniently formed into a relative straight line.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. I sure as shit wouldn't do that.
It's
This.
not fantastic, no.
Extreme weather, poor visibility, difficult terrain, steep gradients, isolation, and wildlife.
I kind of hate driving in snow, to be honest.
It's also kind of, you would be in the middle of buttfuck nowhere until you reach your destination.
Yeah, driving on snow is not my favorite thing. I don't think I would do this.
Yeah, you also might hit a moose.
Yeah, and to be honest, you're more likely to destroy your car than the moose. No. No.
Have you seen this like orange thing in the back? Someone's just abandoned that.
Yeah, absolutely fucking not. Where's this? Russia.
Russia. Yeah. Extreme weather, unpaved roads, ice, mud, and low visibility.
I've seen this before, yeah. The Road of Bones, man. Why would you drive along a road with that name?
I love that one car's clearly just been abandoned. It just says excellent on the back. Oh my god. Oh, this.
Oh, I've seen this before. This is cool. Yeah, I've seen this before.
Right. This is one where I'd be willing to get into a car with you if you were certain that you could drive it.
Oh, come on. Like, that's fine, man. That's the entirety of the road. That's like that. What you were seeing in the picture is the entirety of the road. Like, that's.
Oh, if that's
nothing.
the entirety of the road, then yeah, sure. I'd get in a car with you. It would be a fun ride.
Oh, completely.
There is no guardrail. There is extreme fog, rockfalls, and mud.
Fine.
Yeah, you see, the Chinese government decided it wasn't worth the trouble to make a road.
Just put your foot down, man. You'll clear that in about 10 seconds.
Yep. They were just like, nah, we'll not make a road. There's only 300 villagers. They can make their own fucking road.
Yeah.
Yes. This looks safe.
Yeah. That's why the men with guns, yes. No.
What's
the
the issue?
I would not try. It's the unpaved thing more than anything else, to be honest with you.
Also, the road
when I
looks
see that,
like the road looks like your wheels will stick to it or slide.
yeah, exactly. Plus the fact that the visibility is like dreadful
Oh, it's
in that picture.
absolute garbage. Also, how is anyone going to fucking pass you?
Well, they can't basically. Like, I mean, you're like gonna have to be backing up for like a good few minutes. I mean, that being said, it's not that long. Like, but you do climb quite a lot in a short space of time, by the looks of it.
What about this one? Am I selling you on this one?
I think I've seen this one before, actually.
What, the Road of Death?
Yeah.
What does the name not sell it for you?
I mean, it's a bit like the Road of Bones, isn't it?
Yes, where you'd be like, no, I ain't doing that shit. Don't fucking ask.
Do you not think like the Road of Bones sounds like a section from Dark Souls or something?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's like this would be in like a Hades game where it's like you can choose your own area you'd like to explore. Will you take the Road of Bones or the Road of Death?
Yeah. Similar outcomes, different names.
And finally, the last one. This lovely place.
You know what, right? Is it weird to see that this doesn't look as bad as some of the others?
Have you not seen this
Like,
fucking overhang?
Yes, I've seen the fucking overhang, and it still doesn't look as bad as some of the others.
Your car wouldn't fit under there.
I mean, it might. Like,
it might.
I mean, you might end up with a convertible afterwards.
70 miles of that.
70 miles is a long old way, but like, you know what? I would drive on this before I drove on the Road of Bones.
That is fair. That is very fair.
Like, I mean, by the way, I'm not saying that I'd like to drive on, like, particularly drive on any of them.
I mean, to be fair, like, I'll tell you right now, April is far more than a daredevil than I am, because we covered last week. We covered amusement park rides and roller coasters, such as a fucking trebuchet that existed not long ago, and it just literally flew people. It flung people into an air.
Beautiful.
And April's like, I want to do that.
Yeah, that sounds like April.
But yes, that is the end of Weird News.
Yeah. Down for another. Do you know where it is? We've made that last, though. To be honest with you, like,
we did.
It's like 10-9.
Yeah. But of course, obviously, we will be doing much more streaming at some point. Whenever you have some time. Many fun, silly games to play. But for now, you require sleep. I require sleep.
I do.
And we shall catch you all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.